you want to start the new year with your best foot forward, then here are some simple things that you can do to get organized in advance so that everything goes as smoothly as possible. Let's go. Hi guys, it's Laura from How to Get Your Shit Together, and I help busy people just like you to streamline and simplify. Here are some steps that you can take now so that you can glide gracefully into the new year. First up is to book all of your appointments. Now, most recurring checkups and appointments are done at least once a year, so chances are you're due. Book in for a tune-up with your doctor, a scale and polish with your dentist, an eye test with your optometrist, or any other medical checkups that you may need. And not just for you, but for your kids too. And then go for the next level down, so like haircuts, manicures and pedicures, hair removal, etc. And then think of all of the things that you need to do for your home and your car. So things like sweeping the chimneys, clearing the gutters, getting your garden landscaped, getting your car serviced, tires rotated, oil changed, all that stuff. Now, obviously, you do not have to book them all in for January, though there is a lot to be said for just getting them all over and done with. But you can easily spread them out over several months. Write them all down in your calendar, as well as all of the other important dates like birthdays and anniversaries and stuff, and then voila, your year is already starting to take shape and all of the important stuff is already recorded. Next up is subscription zero. Like inbox zero, but instead it's for all of the newsletters and catalogs and other services that you receive. Do a big clear out of all of the crap that is regularly interfering with your life and or draining money from your bank account. As soon as an email comes in, give serious consideration to unsubscribing. This is something that I have been working on pretty diligently over the past few years, and recently I was very amused when I heard everybody else complaining about the flood of emails they were getting for Black Friday. Meanwhile, I was contacted by about 4 companies. Get yourself off as many mailing and cold calling lists as possible. You can contact companies directly or get yourself on one of the, whatever national service deals with that sort of thing where you live. And then go ahead and look through your bank statements, see what is taking regular money out of your account and decide if you really want to continue throwing money at that thing for another entire year. If not, then just cancel that thing and put the money to something special instead. Now, obviously, you don't have to quit everything. If there is something that you really do enjoy and you think that it is adding a lot of value to your life, knock yourself out. But do try and get as close to zero as you can, because by clearing out all of that clutter and crap now, or at least starting the process, then you will be freeing up so much time and so many of your finances in the new year. And I think we could all do with more of those. Next, work on your morning routine. Now, if you are like me, you do not jump out of bed with joy every morning. I mean, honestly, do those people really exist? But the way you start your day has a big impact on how the rest of your day unfolds. If you wake up expecting everything to be awful, then it's going to be hard for you to find the good in anything. But if you are determined to have a good day, then you probably will. You'll take any hits on the chin and you just keep on going. So it really helps if you can, give yourself a hand up by setting yourself up for success as much as possible. I actually shared some steps in a recent blog post, but some of the basic things involve, starting your day with some inspiration. So like not scrolling through social media or watching the news or anything like that, but maybe instead, reading something that is going to reaffirm your faith in humanity or in yourself. Dressing your bed helps you start the day with an achievement. Drinking some water helps your body to get back on track after a whole night of dehydration. Eating a nutritious breakfast, even if it's not first thing in the morning, because my stomach cannot handle that. If you start building a good routine now, then you will just sail into January, starting each day the smug, satisfied, successful way. And sure, isn't that exactly what you want in the new year? Next up is meal prep. Now, if you love to cook, Good on ya. I can't understand you, but good on ya. But let's face it, even the most culinary among us don't necessarily want to, cook a meal from scratch every single evening, particularly after the chaos of the Christmas season and, when the evenings are darker. So give your future self a much needed break without having to resort to expensive and unhealthy deliveries. Make up slightly bigger batches when you are cooking and then, freeze or refrigerate the leftovers. Or when you have some time, separate things out into portions so that in a pinch, everything is easy to grab. I mean, what better way to start the new year than by already having healthy meals and healthy snacks on hand? As someone who hates cooking, I approve this message. The next step then is weekly and monthly plans. The quality of your life will be determined in large part by your regular habits and routines. Now, doing things every now and again is great. It's definitely better than doing nothing, but doing things on a consistent basis is where you are going to see the biggest results. And until those things become ingrained in you and you no longer have to think about them, it really helps to write yourself up a little schedule just to keep yourself on track. So for example, choose which day you are going to run your errands. For me, I usually do it on Wednesdays because I find that at that stage in the week, that's when my mental energy is starting to flag a lot. So by, going out and getting things done that are a little bit more mindless, a little bit more physical, that really helps. It helps to break up my week for me, and it also keeps me productive even when my brain is busy recharging. Plus, Aldi puts out their new stock on Wednesdays. I also like to have weekly and monthly reset and review days. So each Sunday, for instance, I have a list of things that I do to kind of wrap up the previous week, the week that has just gone by, and to prep for the coming week. I'm going to be sharing a lot more about that in an upcoming video. And then at the end of each month, I like to evaluate the progress that I've made towards my goals, celebrate all the little successes that I had, well, little and large. I look at any areas that I might have struggled in and try to figure out why, what I can tweak, what I can fix. And then I plan my priorities for the upcoming month. And those regular habits keep me on track with the life that I want. They make sure that I am consistently hitting the important things. So based on your current schedule and your energy levels throughout the week, then decide which days and which times of days are going to be best for you to get things done. Things like meal prepping and laundry and workouts. Don't leave your life to chance or to your memory. Start designing the life that you want. Now, keep it very loose and basic in the beginning. I'm not talking about, planning out every single hour of every single day. But overall, bird's eye view, be intentional about the best ways to spend your time and your energy and, the quickest ways that are going to help you build the habits that you want. The next step is to choose a big goal or a project for quarter one. When you know what you're working towards, you don't have to sit around thinking about it. You can just get up each morning and know exactly what you need to do and where you need to be and what you need to have. This year, I am saying no to year-long resolutions. They can just leave you feeling very overwhelmed, and sometimes the deadline can seem so far away that you might start strong, but then, over time, you just get fed up or even just completely forget about them. Instead, this year I am going to be switching to quarterly goals. So long enough time that I can do something worthwhile, but not so long that I just give up. So if you find that you always fall off with your resolutions too, then maybe choose quarterly goals with me. Pick something that you are going to tackle in the first 3 months of the year. Something that's going to be a little bit challenging, but not something impossible or unrealistic. And then you can hit the ground running on January 1st with a much more manageable and achievable goal that you're much more likely to stick to. And you can celebrate your success a lot sooner too. And then prep for your first challenge. After you have chosen your goal, it is time for a trial run. Something that I have done for the first time this year is something that I've called Dry Run December. So I've taken the month as kind of a free trial month where I'm going to test things out, see what works best for me. It is all about, ironing out all those little kinks, fixing the flaws, overcoming those initial hurdles and teething problems, and basically just trying things on for size. And then once you have everything sorted out and ready to go, you won't have any false starts in January. And you can easily just step into your new routine already knowing that you are committed and that you can do it. Coming up on the channel, I have a little reset challenge that is going to help you to wipe the slate clean and start completely fresh in the new year. I will also have a new series about mini habits, tiny little things that you can do that are going to improve your life. So please do be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell because you don't want to miss out on those. And share this video with like-minded people. It really helps to keep the channel going and growing. Go raibh míle maith agam, agus feicim mé sibh se go luath. Slán!